San Diego, a city known for its sun, surf, and swagger. But here on the Mesa, once Mountain West contenders, the Aztecs are left searching for themselves again. For too long, this Aztecs program has been overlooked, forgotten, with departures and the transfer portal looming large, adversity at every single corner. Today, we begin a journey to rebuild this program brick by brick, rep by rep, game by game. This isn't just a rebuild, it's a revival from the shadows of the Mountain West to national spotlight. These are the San Diego State Aztecs. Coach Sean Lewis comes into his first year with the Aztecs, and he's bringing in Gary Trenigan and Rob Orich. I'm actually a fan of his loadout here. Scheme guru, strategist, and recruiter. With ground and pound in our blood on the offensive line and with the RBs, we will be making a name for ourselves. And I definitely think it's the right move because the Aztecs have 5 running backs on this roster that are all more than suitable. We'll need to get some reps for impact freshman Sincere, but most realistically, Byron Cardwell is gonna get a lot of the totes, a star dev trait with some wheels. Jaden Denegal transferred from Michigan, and he's our QB1 for season number 1. Couple good looking sophomore receivers, but they both want to transfer. The defense looks okay when we filter it by position, but by far the best guy you gotta watch out for, it's Trey White, 91 overall, 98 finesse moves and platinum tier abilities. We're gonna set him as captain. After setting the board and initially scouting out some of the recruits, Zach Turbin was the only gem that we could find so far. A contact seeker from Paris, California. Would love to go turbo with Turbin. But before we get caught up in the future, the present is actually insane. I've never really looked at this preseason first team all Mountain West panel, all Boise State except the punter and Will linebacker. It's disgusting, even on the second team as well. We at least got Trey White in there and Owen Chambliss. We're definitely gonna have our hands full following these guys to the Pac-12. It's hard to get too excited about this upcoming season when practically all our guys are a threat to transfer. Week 1 against FCS East, I'm ready to trot on to Snapdragon Stadium for the first time. And it's the perfect matchup to warm up with our new team. We preached ground and pound, and here is the first pound of the game. A little speed option, juke move, Cardwell. Can he go all the way? Welcome to College Football 26 Dynasty with KingSponge. Soak up this Aztecs rebuild. Hit that subscribe button down below because we got fireworks on the way. I could not have scripted it better than that. Heisman Dynasty inbound, juked out the defender, and he was out of there. 1 for 1 on the home run ball. We'll see if we can do it again this next drive. After stopping him to 4th down, they'll settle for 3. If you just saw that, Cardwell's feeling himself, lighting up with a silver badge underneath his name, and fittingly so, he is on fire. Just a couple snaps into this one. I like this formation, bunching them out on the outside and then running it up the middle. Why not showcase Denegal's arm here from Michigan after all? So I expect him to know how to play some ball.
Denied.
3rd and goal, we got an open looking tight end there. After the quick out, we're rushing up to the line. 4th and goal, he's open in the flat. Touchdown, Aztecs. 4th down, pretty much here, the game can be set, and it will on a sack. Looking to tack on some insurance points. Go ahead and scramble. Wow, he looks really slow getting out of there. Just for the fun of it, we wanted more of a challenge, and I didn't have that in mind. This time for the actual dagger. 4th down, he's going for the end zone. Touchdown. So it seems like they're actually gonna make a sweat. We are not gonna have it handed to us. Well, so much for just sweating. They straight up just took the game down the field, tied it up. That is quite frankly atrocious that we even let them do that. So we're gonna take some big shots here and get into winning position. Went from the happy, warm feelings here in week 1 to barely pulling this one out. But that will in fact be the ball game. Coach can sleep easy, but the work is just beginning in this rebuild. Quick peek at the recruiting boards. If we can land Ben Woods from Charlotte and my personal favorite Randall Spear from New Jersey, one coast to the other. I didn't scout him out because there's no need when he's already a 5-star caliber. He would start on the Aztecs, but it's mainly because of the last name, Spear, Fear the spear. I think that's kind of like a Florida State thing, but hey, the Aztecs, like if you think about their history, they were well acquainted with spears. Working on San Diego hometown kid Sam, and another quarterback option out of JUCO from Long Beach, California. After simming just 1 week ahead, there were some major gains by UCLA and Stanford. I did go ahead and get Ari on a visit for this next game, and then I still got a little bit of time, and I see some of the races tightening up here with our 5 stars. I'm wondering who I should really throw on another visit. This would be perfect to take down Cal and get a major boost. The question is who? Both guys were losing to UW, but part of me feels like Ron would be more valuable with that athlete status, and his archetype already is a receiver, but he can do a lot more at that 6'6" body frame. So yeah, he wants proximity to home. We're gonna give it to him on a family visit. I am actually surprised we took down Washington State, and Jaden went off 365 yards, 5 touchdowns, no turnovers. Just kidding, he fumbled once, but Cardwell made the difference with his touchdown. I'm not tripping here on Nathan Acevedo, am I? Like, zoom in on that bottom right there. Hometown San Diego, Idaho? That's gotta be a glitch. And that takes us to week 4, an important showdown against the Bears. I have to do it again, don't I? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the speed option once more, and holy flumble. That was like worst case scenario, and that's gonna be a safety. Wow, it literally doesn't get worse than that. We hit a home run the first time we ran it, and then we give up it all. And I'm not gonna lie, Heisman difficulty defense is brutal. We give up another 3rd down. And if we don't figure it out right now, this game could be over before it really even started. We have a lot of visits visiting. Exactly what I was worried about. 19-0. Is there even a game left? To find out, we're just gonna have to snap the ball and get back after it. I mean, 1 snap at a time. Flag on the play. This is intercepted, so we'll hope it comes back. That puts us past midfield. Just gonna try to work the run game, and that's the right decision. 3rd down, scramble man. Got a running back. It's Cardwell to the house. Lightning in a bottle. Maybe we're not done yet. Just gotta not let them get in the end zone, please, if you do anything. Well, we're about to learn the hard way what happens when you have visiting during an absolute blowout. Like, who wants to come after seeing all this? And what an overthrow. We're gonna fall to 2-1. That was not even close. Thankfully, I still managed to land Zach Turbin, who will go turbo mode as a 5'9" running back. I feel like I'm one of the biggest Ashton Genty Glazers out there, but he's got the same build, basically. 5'9", 230 pounds, a little bit bigger even. Contact seeker. I'm excited. Now, I'm not excited about the downward influence we just got on Ron Austin. Washington's probably gonna take him, so I have to get him off my board. Saving the points, we're gonna schedule him to visit right before he visits UW, and yeah, he's gonna see us play the Rams. Definitely gonna bring Randall Spear on that same visit. After another 1 possession win against Northern Illinois, we're gonna take on Colorado State with more recruits on the line. Beautiful sunny San Diego, up the gut, another Cardwell run to kick off this game with a bang. All right, I want to showcase Denegal here just a little bit better in this game. He hasn't really stepped up when I've had it. I think the sim did a good job showcasing what he's got, but it's time we ball out. And did I mention those 2 5-stars are on the sidelines? They are watching and they're taking notes. Also 3-1. Colorado State is on the rise here in the Mountain West. Gotta give credit where it's due. They're stacking the line. I got an audible all go, because look, someone's not even covered. Like, that's gotta be a lapse in judgment on the defense. So if we take more lapses in their judgment and dot up the defense, we'll be okay today. Bostic with a touchdown in a menacing Michael Myers stance. Real talk, I've noticed in college football 26, no lead is safe, which is exactly why these points are crucial, and I got sacked. Honestly, probably a little risky here, but hey, gotta risk it for the biscuit sometimes. Over the middle, it worked out if you just threw a good ball. Sun starting to set, getting a little more shady here in the stadium, but it feels cool, that wind and that breeze. Couple runs on the first 2 downs. It's 3rd and 4, gonna hit the slant. He held on, 1st down, 1st and goal. He's open, it's Cardwell, just squeeze your body. No touchdown, but it's like inches to go, so just give him the draw, walk it in. Lights are on, and it's a 4th down. Lights, camera, action, blow it up, and it's our ball. Shout out to the defense, and shout out to the dynamic lighting. It looks really good, and I'm happy. Up by 14, I will be happier if we can just get closer to field goal range, so we can go ahead and get out of here with a 17-point Cushion. Does he have the leg? Is it really short? 47-yard field goal. You won't be kicking pro, my dude. 1 minute left. Just got to stuff the chicken here. 4th and inches. Quarterback. Nowhere to go. It's a fumble sack, and it's our ball. Defense just playing huge. Rams are getting rammed all night long by the Aztecs. That was a good win. We'll take 20-6, 2 touchdowns any day. Blink twice, we're somehow 4-1 on the season. With recruits on the line, enjoying and soaking up that win in San Diego. I'm hoping for these handshakes. It starts with Leo Clemens, 3-star, and no other handshakes. Oh no. What did I miss? Georgia coming onto the scene so strong. I must protect my wood at all costs. Give me the hard sell. I'm gonna give him an offer he can't refuse. And I don't know the exact science behind it, but I don't like when a D+ is his first motivation. But holy smokes, okay, he went on that visit just to jump back out of the locked zone to now the top 3, but we're gonna lose it to UW. Randall Spear is 1 step closer to becoming an Aztec. As we battle it out for Sam Muliato, I need that visit ASAP. And yeah, as we thought, I don't know if we're gonna hang in there against Georgia. And we also lost Sam. In fact, we're probably gonna lose a lot of more players to UCLA running the show. I feel like they'll get real old real fast. And hold on, I wasn't even paying attention, but Stanford just came up here and snagged 3 dudes. So frankly, we're forced to go back to the board and see if there's anyone else we can go ahead and add. We'll try these 4 and see if we have any luck. As the season moves on, we squeaked out another one against Nevada. Fresno State and San Diego State battle it out for the oil can, and we'll see which side this rivalry lands. But while we await that news, I have to announce the biggest news probably in the Aztecs history. They have the QB of the future. It's Randall friggin' Spear. 6'5", pocket passer build. We'll get a sneak peek of him in the offseason, but it's a little short-lived because Ben Woods just flaked out us on the last minute. We were in the driver's seat all season long until he said, "Go Dogs." I'm not totally salty or whatever. And it's totally not like I'm gonna drown my sorrows here out on the gridiron. Or wait, that's exactly what we're gonna do. I need to pound some straight cowboy cheek, and I'm not gonna show mercy. I'm gonna give it to him as hard as I can. Let me press out of that, give him a stiff arm, back against the wall. I'm just gonna have to let one air out here. Hopefully he gets a step, and we're punting. Nihoy, minoi, minoi. That's the sound our fans are making because Wyoming's dunking us. At the 1-yard line, we have 1 minute and 28 seconds to get some points and not give up a safety. I don't even know what the right play is because I am smushed right now. But what is this coverage? And we missed him. We're gonna have to hope for better luck in the second half because yeah, I really regret not cashing in on that pretty much wide open Hail Mary ball. Whale partner, I'm gonna have to do him raw. Jet touch pass, get around the edge, bing, and bong. First down and some touchdown. Cardwell. Time to show him we're standing on business. And who's gonna come up with it? It's always these first episodes where I just get humbled. I can't be talking smack with such a bad unit and just no juice to stand on. So here we are, looking for something. Bostic gives me that something. I mean, peep the scoreboard. We need touchdown. And how do we get that? Slow and steady is the way. Just keep dunking it at little bits at a time. 3rd and 4, no problemo, he held it. Just a minute left in this game. Give me some blocks. We'll munch it forward. 2nd and 5. Hold that block, dude. 3rd and 1, I'm gonna hurry up and just snap this ball back to Cardwell. Try to punch a hole, and he does! End zone, touchdown. The extra point, what should be the easiest point in all of football, is good. Jump ahead to the next play. Let's just take it 1 second at a time. And a penalty. Great. 4-yard rush. Is this field goal range? Let me hop into the game. I think they're just going to have to chuck one final one up. So let's push the defense back on this zone read. There it goes. That should be game. Hunter, not to be confused with Travis Hunter. We don't got one of those. But I am genuinely surprised. Another 1-possession win. This team has 7 wins in their first season. They're outperforming their realistic overall. Spear has a new target in Nick Kaufman and Kevin Fulcher. So 2 tight ends, big upside, some big dudes. Personally, I knew it was too good to be true to lock up a lot of 5-stars, and I'm just glad we got one. The real gains to be made here in the second half of the season will be these additional 4-stars that we found just lurking on the market. If we give them an offer they can't refuse, they're coming home with us. On the road against Hawaii, they dropped the 49 piece and we lost. So it all comes down to this marquee Mountain West showdown. It's 11th ranked Boise State here in San Diego against our Aztecs. Running out of the tunnel, full steam ahead. It's a night game, beautiful night. We know what we're up against. Like everyone and their mother on that preseason All Mountain West watch list. Really gonna determine the fate of this conference right here. Already facing a 3rd down, and we're gonna move the chains. Slip screen, got right past Virgin Morgan. Another big 3rd down, just gonna keep it right in front, hold it, 1st down. Running it, found a hole, a crease, if you will. It's running a little HB counter. He's got another crease. I haven't really ran this play before, but it's like a ginormous deep curl. And hey, that actually worked out. Taking up a lot of clock and hitting on multiple 3rd down conversions. I'm encouraged. They're pressing up big time, meaning I can catch them napping here on a big splash if I get the chance. This defensive line for Boise State is bringing the heat. Really not giving me much time to work it, and it's just as good as a punt right there. A low-scoring affair through 2 quarters. We have to get a stop here, and we will. I kid you not, we're no match for Big Blue in the second half. They came out and just ran it up, 28-0. We probably didn't even have 1 first down. There's another sack. We thought we could threaten the Mountain West crown. We thought wrong, not this year. Gotta have some adversity for an entertaining series. I mean, if we just like won everything off the rip, I mean, what kind of challenge is that? It was straight up difficult to get first downs. We couldn't even get a single point against the Boise State Broncos. Nathan Acevedo, his 121 yards, 2 touchdowns was not good enough for San Jose. It's a bit disappointing for how red hot we started. 7-1. We've dropped the next 3. Against the Lobos, we got lucky. Lucky Sutton, 3 touchdowns, 89 yards, and we downed them 44-14 to cap out the season 8-4. When it comes to our coaching staff, I'm gonna keep offensive coordinator Gary Trenigan. I mean, he's got the elite recruiter build, so that will help us. But defensive coordinator Rob here has not much to be desired, and for those reasons, I'm out. You're fired. This year's Heisman winner, Byron Brown from the USF Bulls, takes it home. Wow, that's surprising. And dude, what are the odds? We're gonna play the Heisman winner and his team in the Hawaii Bowl. That is crazy. I'm worried for our defense, and we just fired our defensive coordinator. Before we get there, I want to take a look. I got some offers to jump ship and come be a coordinator at a top tier school or go head coach Michigan State. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna scan and see if anyone's fit for the job at our school. Wasn't a big fan of any of the options, so I decided to take a peek at the recruiting board and see what early national signing day is looking like. We're the only one with a 5-star. Boise State down here with 5 4-stars, but we're still coming in with a respectable class. There is a lot of room to make up here once that transfer portal comes around. On conference championship week, not too much of a surprise to me. Boise State takes down Hawaii and wins another chip. What is surprising is seeing Buffalo in here, perfect 13-0, ranked 12th. 2025 award winners, yeah, we saw Byron Brown on the ground and through the air. Head coach of the year, yeah, Buffalo, what a campaign, undefeated. Just so y'all can see, I'll jump through some of the award winners and you can stop and pause at any time. Freshman All-American DeMarcius Davis from Hawaii had a campaign here, 4,100 yards, 28 touchdowns. He'll be dangerous for the future. Our running back Byron Cardwell was 2nd team All-Mountain West, and edge rusher Trey White, as well as Mike Tano-Latuli. All right, enough jibber jabber. I'm down to take a look at the Heisman winner in action. Our first bowl game, and yeah, it's gonna be no small feat. The Bulls just fell 3 points short of their championship. Navy took them down, so I have to believe they're gonna be hungry like some hounds. On paper, it's a pretty even split, but momentum, X Factor, everything else, Heisman, I mean, it's all leaning USF. Coming live out of Honolulu, Hawaii, I have to start off the game with a traditional speed option. Not gonna lie, I'm not really digging this playbook as much as I had hoped. So we'll see this offseason, do I make a change or do we stick with it? Just hit that hole. You got a massive gaping seam. Little slippy slip out to Cardwell, hit some blocks, find some space, keep it moving. Starting this bowl game hungry for a score. That's right, 4th down and intercepted. Okay, I mean, wow, thought he was gonna outstep him. And on the returning drive, he's got his guys down the field into the end zone. That's a blown coverage, and that is Heisman taking advantage of it. But you know what they say, never back down, never what? Never give up. What a horrible camera angle. But we still score. Looking to stuff this Heisman's turkey. He hands it off, and it worked. 1st and 10, another read option there. That is gonna go for 4. 2nd and 6, 2-minute drill here. Oh, wow, he is so wide open. Getting dotted up. Just don't feel like we got the chips and the pieces here to win our first bowl game. It's honestly getting a little difficult. Just gotta keep plugging, throwing blows even though we're down. And hold the phone. The Aztecs defense has shut down Byram in the second half. We're getting the ball back with a chance to go down and win it. I did not expect to have this kind of opportunity, but I'm grateful. 3rd and 10. Jeez, that's probably gonna seal the bowl game. We have one last chance. 1:17 with no timeouts and another pick. Wow, I'm having the worst game ever here. The Bulls just sealed it, dude. I can't believe how many turnovers I've given up. It's moments like this where it's actually very deflating. Like, it's discouraging, to say the least. We could have won this game on, like, 2 different occasions, and now I'm left picking up the pieces, and a lot of transfers probably. In the college football playoffs, we had a run to the Natty, UCLA versus Alabama to finish it. I'm taking a peek here. Boise State beat BYU. Kansas State got in there, did some work, lost by 1 to Alabama. It could have been K-State, UCLA, and then Buffalo barely loses to UCLA, who is now in the championship game. And wow, fast forward 1 more week, I can't believe it. UCLA won it all, so Nico transfers out of Tennessee and gets it done for the Bruins. What a year number 1, and I'm actually just ready to get it behind us. And yeah, we thought the Hawaii Bowl was bad. Well, no one wants to come back, and we're losing some amazing players. I have to try to keep Trey White, and that's not going to happen. Jaden came in, and he's transferring back out. Thankfully, we got Spear coming in. I'll just try to keep one of the receivers, maybe. Nope. How about the other guy, Nathan Acevedo? Owen Chambliss, impact linebackers, our last chance. Yep, no one stays. Thankfully, in the portal, we have a lot of people interested, including a couple 4-stars, a little bit lower down in the list, but we can still give them a try. Gibson, a edge rushing freshman, straight out of Georgia. And why not a running back that's towards the end of his career, but coming from Kentucky? Just because I'm curious, I came over here to see 5-stars, Arch Manning, Colin Simmons, Kedrick Falk, and Jordan Seaton hitting the portal. We snag a 4-star after the first week, so finishing up a couple high schoolers we were working on. But my goodness, look at that panel. 66 overall across the board. It's taking a step back. Dog's edge rusher really wants play time, so I knew what to get him out here on this next week's visit. Going into the end of the portal, bang, Curry, like downtown Carmine, Bastogne, give me a little Karsten Upchurch. Heck, let's get some green. And wow, I was hoping for a little bit better, but I think we're gonna close in on some 4-stars here in the last week. Keeps getting a little odd here with the deal breakers kicking in at random times, but I think it's too late anyway. Seth McGowan. And there we go, a few more shakes, including Terrell, Isaiah Gibson, Georgia Bulldog, now Aztec. We needed someone to replace Trey White, and that's our dude. And the run game is going to be quite stacked once more. Really not going to be worried anymore on defense. Well, minus the secondary, because the secondary's got a lot of holes. Dylan Phelps is like one of the only dudes we managed to snag. Great flurry right here. And on National Signing Day, let's see, where did we end up finishing? 33rd best class. For year number 1, we'll take it. Boise State did beat us and they managed to get a 5-star, but in the Mountain West, it really was no competition besides us too. With training results hitting the bank, we are stacking our team up back to 74 overall. And I know we just brought in Seth McGowan, but Cardwell +4 overall and +2 speed. I might have to run with him again. Isaiah Gibson, man, I don't want him to transfer. Thank goodness he likes playing time, because Georgia's dude has so many abilities and he is a menace. 92 power moves. Definitely got ourselves a star here brewing in San Diego, and straight up we just need more guys like him on the team. It's another year of plugging and chugging and recruiting. We got to ball out, but we'll have an amazing debut from our 5-star. Jumping into year number 2, take a look at the top right of your screen there. That's a Pac-12 patch, and that's right, baby. 2026 football, debut of the Pac-12 conference revamped. We have a crazy schedule inbound for us. What the heck? Who gave us Alabama and the national champs in UCLA before we play a bunch of the Pac-12 teams just like Texas State? I think this is a good sign for San Diego State. We have 22 targets, 3-star caliber players that want to come to our school as our number 1 interest. And holy smokes, these are a lot of 4-stars as well. Exactly what we were looking for. 3-star Darrell Acklin auto commits in week 1 here. With all these first interest players, I'm not going to be surprised if we can nab another one. So let's just keep it here, throw them some offers, and boom, Dorin Griffin. Another fullback from Monrovia, California. One more in Dion Ade, power rusher from Paris, California. And that's what I'm talking about. 3 commits to start off year 2. In this year's litter, we got some gems like Antoine Soto, Carl Ecker, receiver, Ron Bourne, Gregory Fournette, another receiver. This guy's physical. We need weapons for Spear to throw to because it's senior heavy at the top. Taking a look of the man, Randall Spear. He is a star and he is uncapped in so many departments, coming in with 95 throw power, probably the best arm out of high school by far. He also has room to grow in his quickness and elusiveness. Truly a threat on the field. What time is it? It's game time. And we're going to take on the Northwest Stallions. We are massive favorites. But more importantly, it is the debut for the 2026 Aztecs and the debut from quarterback of the future, Spear. I'll say it again. It's a perfect last name for the Aztecs. And in his first drive, he's already in the red zone, and he's gonna go ahead and top it off with 6. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, Spear you down. There's a very real possibility Aztec faithful will be talking about that for a long time. They'll say, where were you when Spear threw his first collegiate touchdown? And heck, he might go on to set records for this school as long as he stays here and doesn't hit the NFL within a year or 2. A pocket passer first. He is going to hand it off to Cardwell, and he's off to the races like a stallion. FCS has no business in this game. 1-2 punch. McGowan came in from the portal, and he's here to get some reps. It's great that Spear has a couple reliable running backs while he gets his feet set in collegiate football. Touchdown number 2 to McCree. I can't lie, 95 throw power just plays different. When you're coming out of high school with this type of cannon, it's just unfair. Full steam ahead for the O in game number 1. This has turned into the exact highlight reel I was hoping to see. Clean execution, nothing over the top, nothing too fancy for the Aztecs in week 1. Just solid football. And, oh, you know, 4 touchdown passes from Spear. This is exactly what I wanted to start the season doing. 34-9, that's ball game. Finishing off the clock with some insurance. McCree, touchdown. I can get used to this. Can you? Player of the game in his first game. Randall Spear, 204 passing yards, 5 touchdowns. A few things to iron out, but for your first game in collegiate football, this is exactly what San Diego is betting on. Looks like Gibson got his first Aztec sack. So did Green, another transfer, and Brady Nassar. The celebration was short-lived because we're taking on the reigning national champs in the next week. So a whole 180. Good luck to our freshmen. Let's see how we do. Playing in the Rose Bowl on the road against the Bruins. A little in-state California battle. Gonna bring the blitz, the pressure, blows him up. It is low scoring right now, but honestly, I'm not surprised. I expected that, but I didn't expect for it to be like this all the way deep into the third quarter. We're still losing 6-0. Technically one possession game. Anything can happen here. Touchdown UCLA. Well, Randall Spear, we ain't in high school anymore, and yeah, we got some work to do. Gonna let one rip. He's got a step, just need to hit him, and he does. 95 throw power right down the seam. Touchdown to freshman receiver McCree. We're back within one possession. Some players are late bloomers because Randall Spear is in the zone right now, my friend. 2 touchdowns, tie game, 4th quarter heroics. Let's go. This drive means a lot. Taking it to the 2-minute warning. The crowd is on their feet. This place is gonna be buzzing. Hold the blocks, hold the blocks. I'm just gonna take this risky shot. Why not? You know, why not? That's probably picked. Woo! We don't have to go for it, bro. It's probably not a good idea. But did we say we care? We don't care. We're gonna go for it, and we're gonna secure it first down. You're not gonna catch me giving UCLA momentum and a chance. Big 3rd down. We got a flag coming in. He's wide open. First down. What's the flag? Let's go. Massive upset brewing here in college football. This would be all over the feeds right now. It's part of the reason why we love college football so much. The upsets, and Spear's gonna have to come out here and make a play. We need to get better positioning for field goal range. That's gonna be close. 55-yard field goal. I'm not confident. I just know we have to get this, because if we don't, it's gonna be a ball game right now. And another, no, dude. I've done this like twice, bro. Like, I've done this twice in this series. Got you on the edge of your feet. I edged you, and I sold it. Absolute horrendous. Probably just called a very bad play, if we're just being honest. And that's a very good play right there. We gotta hurry up. I knew I could rely on McCree with his 92, 94 speed, because, yeah, most DBs are not gonna be able to keep up with that. And there he goes again. One-man wrecking ball. I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad impressed right there. We still have a timeout. I gotta be mindful of that, so I'll call it after I throw this one to the side. Touchdown. We blew it with a pick. And then I edged you guys even more. You don't know what's gonna happen next. In fact, I'm gonna go for the jugular now. Let's finish this game and get on out of here with a win. Cardwell! You're kidding me. You're kidding me. He couldn't reach forward for the win. Oh my gosh. We're gonna fall short by like inches. Are you serious right now? 20 points in the 4th quarter. Should have had that in many different ways. In week 5, transfer Dylan Phelps paying dividends. And yes, I am still mourning that loss from weeks ago. I just started plugging away at the recruiting board, getting lost in that sauce because we are a good team. I'm serious. I mean, after that UCLA defeat, which shouldn't have been, we beat Oregon State, Toledo, San Jose State. After this bye week, we'll head on the road and take on Alabama, where we'll get another test. But I just gotta take a second to shout out the offense. I mean, Toledo was Swiss cheese, 366 yards, 2 touchdowns. Everyone just got in on the fun. It's crazy what we can do when we play together as a team. Making some moves, we got Armand Boodle, 4-star Sam linebacker, and we've got to be closing in on a couple other guys real quick. What do you all know about the Tide? A powerhouse, usually feared on most given Saturdays, except for the Saturday they play the San Diego State Aztecs. We're hungry, and we got a freshman quarterback who's very hungry. And they may have the 5th most ruckus thing here, buzzing. All right, let's wipe the slate and pretend that didn't happen. That's the best way to get past it, in my opinion. Let's just go deep over the top, and more than likely a 3-and-out to begin the game. Unless someone wants to play a little ball like that. Yup, we just pulled the rabbit out of our hat on that last one and split the gap. Another bang. Can we connect? McCree is that guy. Just crazy to me that he knows how to take the top off a defense, and Spear lunges forward with every last little bit of the Spear tip in zone 6. And don't threaten me with a good time. We're right back in business. 1st and goal. Little motion here, jet touch, trying to get around, but that dude is so fast. Little 2nd and goal, and slant over the middle. McCree cashes in. I have a new 1-2 tandem. Can't make this up. The Aztecs are in another ranked matchup. This time their trusty Steed freshman quarterback is cooking. this defense. You weren't going to catch us waiting till the fourth quarter like the UCLA game. We are over 200 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and better yet, 30 seconds left here at the half, looking to get another touchdown. Get in, my boy. This goal line defense, I'm telling you. Let's just see if we can hit a quick little out here. He stumbled and threw a pick. That's going to be a pick 6. We just sold. We just sold. We just sold. We just sold. I have a knack for it. I have a knack for it. All right. This episode that I've been recording has been really infuriating. Like, I get it, it's my bad, but like, I'm still frustrated. It just didn't work out. Like, we literally got them in this game, and they had no business being in this game. That's right, I'm talking smack against Alabama. I don't care, you know, I don't care. This is a game I once again feel like I just threw down the drain. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. We're up by 1 still, so all we need to do is just end this game. That sounds simple, right? Nice and easy. Just end the game against Alabama. Yes, first down. He's rumbling forward. Chew clock, tempo adjustment. Let's chew this game out. Defense, though, I gotta tip my cap. We're spreading everyone out, which makes this look real tempting to run it up the gut. It comes down to this. We have to, and I mean have to convert, get the first down, and we do. You see that. Victory formation for freshman quarterback Spear. Kneel it down in hostile Alabama territory, and it's an upset special. Ranked number 16 in the nation has been knocked off by San Diego State. That feels so much better to be on this end of it. Alabama's coach, he wants to go like throw him a fat check in the portal right now. I mean, gosh, we have to like gather the NIL collective. We have to gather every San Diego citizen and just like tax them. I don't know, like we gotta pay this man like millions of dollars. Keep him here in San Diego. Gem receiver, we'll take that. And we'll definitely take a 4-star edge. Squeak that one out over UCLA, yes sir. And yo, I just realized we breezed past a visit from both 5 stars. That's a user error on my part. I would have taken a second to take that in because that would have had massive implications. We would have secured probably both 5 stars if I played that game. Just gave a receiver the bag and he decided to come downtown. Getting closer to the end of the season, man, they're really stringing me along with Nate Goda here. Barely increasing my bar, and UCLA's got a visit, so I might be cooked. Already lost Carl to Notre Dame, but we got some good 4 stars and some good players to show for it. Did this guy flip? I'm not sure, but Cal had a few of our guys. Week 13, we gotta hope UCLA loses to get that 5-star safety. We shall find out. It did help UCLA's case to jump past Utah, but maybe we're still in the clear. I don't know. We didn't get an invite to the Pac-12 championship, but to me, 8 wins is pretty successful. Yeah, I mean, we missed it out barely. Oregon State managed 5-2, and Boise State as well. Again, so gonna be in the championship game. Falling just short. I can't complain with the production here. Spear with 3,688 passing yards, 24 touchdowns. I can kind of complain about the run game. I mean, it wasn't the best, but hey, it did enough. Heath McCree better blow up in the offseason with 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 10.5 sacks from Steflin Green. Gibson with a little 6-piece, 7 interceptions from Dylan Phelps, and he wants to go back into the portal. That has got to be a contender for Defensive Player of the Year. Went toe for toe, but we walked away after a season-long battle for Nate Goda. Welcome home, my boy. Rocco Beck from Iowa State back in the day. Transferred to Ohio State and took home Heisman with a crazy season. And dude, no way we have a rematch against Alabama. The postseason has not really been in our favor. We played the Heisman winner last season, and now we're playing Alabama. We'll jump in and see if we can put up a couple more highlights before rounding out this season and heading to the portal. It's the Las Vegas Bowl, Alabama, San Diego State. You better believe it's a revenge game for the Tide. They are definitely not happy, and I mean not happy about getting defeated in the regular season. See if Spear can go ahead and keep their number and give them another loss. It'd be a quite amazing feat for a freshman quarterback to come and be undefeated against Bama. Little play action, the pressure. Got out of that. Wow. Just another day at the office here for the Aztecs. We beat these guys once. Oh yeah, wide open and in there. Touchdown Aztecs on the board first. I swear, I've never done something like this. Go up another touchdown on Bama, but have their number in just an early Dynasty year. This is flat out incredible right now. I cannot make this stuff up. Here we go. Over the middle. It's McCree again. First and goal. Just eating this up right now. The screen outside. Gonna outrun his man. Touchdown 24-0 at half. Fact of the matter is you can't keep Alabama down forever, but you can get back into a rhythm. Let's go ahead and just like take every transfer from Alabama after this too. Why not? I want them to be like, wow, I want to come play for San Diego State. And maybe I'm starting to talk a little early. Pretty similar situation when we were facing them in the regular season. We're trying to chew out clock. Let's go ahead and see if we can read this. Slant, popped up, deflection interception. That's kind of crazy. Don't you dare take this one back to the house. Don't you dare, sir. Well, Aztecs fans, it's up to us to win. And, you know, I'm not feeling too confident after throwing those ints. But we'll do what we can. Showing a blitz. It's a bluff. Screen gets deployed. Got some blocks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that coverage over there? That guy's way late. And holy moly, he probably caught back up. Gosh, this is getting tight. We got a potential chance here. I saw green. Well, this could be it, but I like the move there. Big man secured it. All right, they're throwing a ton of safeties back there, but we got it. This cushion defense is a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie, but that's a wide open play. This might be risky, but I'm not gonna call a timeout. I'm just gonna hurry up to the line. We're gonna save our timeout for maybe the next play, like right after we take that. Call a timeout. Oh my goodness. This is pretty scary. We're gonna audible a slant. I'm gonna look for the running back over the middle. Oh shoot, why did I just ruin the game? I just ruined it, guys. I shouldn't have hit secure catch. Dude, I am like, dude, this episode has been heartbreaking. Like, this episode has been actually heartbreaking. I really, really hope you all come back for the second episode because we're gonna turn it around and start winning a lot more games. If you can't tell. Anyways, Randall Spear set the San Diego State record for passing yards, so we're proud of our product. And before we get out of here, we're gonna have to do some portal maintenance as Ohio State takes on Florida in the national championship this year. Congrats to Ohio State running it back. No All-Americans, but we do have a freshman All-American, Heath McCree, and all of a sudden, his deal breaker switched to pro potential, so he might not be around after this next season. Portal has come, and yep, more guys just dipping. We'll try to keep the freshman Zach Tatum, and that failed. What about 92 speed Flemster? Nah, extremely low. Yeah, good luck. We'll try to keep Josh Hunter, maybe one of the corners. No. How about our really, really good corner? No. Freshman Andre the Star. No. We are getting gutted. Try to take one of these running backs with us. Let's try to keep one. Yeah, we're getting no one. A lot more 4-stars to choose from this time. I like this. Braylon Russell, Wakefield, a quarterback from Oklahoma. Jalen Brown from Arkansas. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear my board for some space. 4-star Wilkins just landed the high schooler, and now we got some more transfers to go. Yeah, running away with Jalen Brown. Pretty much running away with Logan Howland. Battling it out here for Kevin Wynn. Let's get him on a visit. Jake Wayfield. Thank you, sir. Lost Michael Van Buren to Ohio State. Gonna bring Dylan Phelps, the guy with 7 ints, back to the fold. And I like this story. I want to bring Ben Woods. We were trying to get him, and we lost him in the recruiting battle last year at the last second. This 5-star DT, one of the best in his class. He might come to us via the portal. Exactly the symbol you want to see. K-State's backup running back is now ours. And Jalen Brown, a big-time receiver. Got another tight end to throw the ball to. Out of nowhere, Florida State just swoops in for Kevin Wynn. What should be the finishing touches to this class is Braylon Russell, Jake Wakefield, a very solid quarterback from Oklahoma to back up or maybe start over Spear. I don't know. I don't want to mess that up for Spear. So yeah, probably not going to start him over Spear. But anyways, Ben Woods, welcome to the team. And Dylan Phelps, thank you for coming back. Very, very solid crew. In fact, it's a very deep crew. And money too, bringing in a big time tackle. Offensive line is clearly our weakness, as we definitely have just walk-ons playing there now, besides Logan Howland, who we just brought in. But oh my gosh, Jalen Brown was a mega haul. 97 speed, 99 agility, 99 change of direction. Yup, that's a weapon that will catch a lot of balls. National Signing Day. How far do I gotta go down? There we go. 17th best class, 1 5-star, 10 4-stars, and 21 3s. Leading the new look Pac-12 by a long shot. We're so far up there, the rest of these teams will start fading if they don't do something quick. And my, oh my, we are climbing up the ladder, 80 overall. Phelps upgraded his trait to impact, and it only makes sense after last season. Wakefield and Spear both 84 overall, but yeah, our tried and true is gonna be Spear for the rest of this Dynasty until he graduates, because 96 3-power and very good accuracies, I can't say no. And this has to be one of the most stacked receiver rooms we got. I don't know if the dude that was our go-to already took off, but very, very good star-fueled room, and the future is bright for these defensive tackles. The whole defense, for that matter, is taking a step in the right direction. And on that note, 2 8-5 seasons kick off this rebuild. Fear the Spear. The Aztecs are here. Keep soaking it up with your boy KingSponge, and I'll catch you all in the next one. We're coming out with weekly drops every Friday. Mark your calendars. I'll see you there. Peace.